Good morning, America. Oh, come on, love.
Live from Chicago's #1 news, ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 6 starts right now.
First at 6 tonight, an AccuWeather alert as the lake effect snow machine just won't stop. Several inches have already fallen in Chicago. Some spots could see more than a foot by the time this is finished. It has made driving a mess, as you can imagine. This is a live look from Storm Tracker Live tonight. State police asking everyone in the Chicago area to stay off the roads if you can this evening.
Yeah, the snow at times just blinding out there. This was the scene in Evanston this afternoon. The snow falling at a rate of about 2 inches an hour at times. And the storm is by no means over. This could be the biggest snowfall we've seen this season. CPS just announcing that in-person learning has been canceled for tomorrow.
And a number of other schools have already announced plans to delay or cancel school tomorrow. You can see those running at the bottom of your screen. We have a team of reporters covering this winter storm warning from downtown to the suburbs. And we start right now with meteorologist Larry Mowry. Larry.
Judy and Alan, it's not only the snow that's coming down, but it's also the wind, which is really reducing visibility. This is our Shed Aquarium camera looking back towards the city skyline. Very poor visibility here in the loop with the snow coming down. It's 9 at O'Hare, but the wind's up around 20 miles per hour, putting visibility less than a quarter mile in many locations. And here's the snow. Look at Live Doppler 7 Max radar. Everybody is starting to see snow now, even in the northern suburbs. But this lake effect snow band, which you can still make out, the darker shades of blue here, still is impacting the city in Cook County. This is a 4-hour loop of the radar. It was really lake effect through much of the day, but now the system snow has overtaken the entire area. But that lake effect has still really enhanced the snowfall here from Niles to Oak Park, stretching down towards Cicero and Midway, down towards Worth. Along the Stevenson, we've seen some very heavy snow so far this afternoon, and our Storm Tracker Live is right there on the Stevenson. We'll take a live picture of our truck driving through the snow right now. Obviously, snow-covered roads, very slow going. At one point this afternoon, travel time on the Stevenson from inbound was 2 hours. So it is a mess out there on the roads with all this snow falling, and it continues to come down. So the snow, the system snow, it's going to be with us for the next several hours. It extends all the way 5 to 6 hours of solid snow as we go through the rest of this evening. And winter storm warnings in place for the county shaded in pink until noon here in the city, until 9 o'clock for the rest of the area. Here's how much more snow will fall. Some areas around the city in Cook County, an additional 6 to 8 inches of snow. We're going to look more closely at these snow totals and take a look at when temperatures do warm up at least a little bit in a few moments.
Yeah, Larry, you mentioned this is coming on top, of course, of that lake effect that's been going throughout this afternoon. So let's get right onto the lakefront. It's just getting battered by the snow and the wind. And our Eric Hong is live right in the middle of it, Eric.
Yeah, Alan, conditions continue to go downhill out here. We are seeing no improvement in the wind. That wind is only getting stronger. We are along Sherman Road here at Thorndale. That wind is just absolutely howling along the lake right now. We've got lake effect snow, but really it's just that swirling wind that's blowing around the existing snow that's on the ground that's causing all the problems here. Visibility at times has been non-existent. It's just plunging. Wind chills also, though, to absolutely brutal levels. We've seen people walking around in these conditions all afternoon, just trying to get home, but it's slow going, as you might imagine. In these conditions, it's just absolutely miserable getting around on foot. You're going to want to avoid travel, even in your vehicle, obviously, all around the city this afternoon, or this evening, I should say, but especially here along the lake, with that wind just absolutely howling. It's causing you to really just have to grip that steering wheel, so you want to avoid travel, especially along the way. We're live in Edgewater. Eric Hong, ABC 7, Eyewitness News.
Well, you really can tell from that live picture how terrible the conditions are. The snow proving too much for this building in Chicago's Bridgeport neighborhood. Thankfully, no one was inside when the roof caved in at this abandoned building in the 2700 block of South Wells. But it is a sign of just how much snow we have gotten the past few weeks. Our Alexis McAdams is live over the Kennedy, where traffic is moving at a crawl tonight. Alexis.
Good evening. Yeah, for the people who are out here, they're not getting anywhere very fast, Judy, and the visibility just keeps on dropping, as you heard Eric say, with that wind picking up by the moment and the snow continuing to fall. It's frigid and it's dangerous, and you can't see very much, even if it's right in front of you. Another week and another winter weather advisory for Chicago. This winter storm bringing below freezing temperatures and several inches of lake effect snow. The icy conditions and low visibility leading to dangerous conditions.
The main focus will be on ice. So those of you who are on residential streets, just please be patient.
The deep freeze is an additional obstacle for the Chicago Fire Department. Today, fire crews battling this blaze in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood when the hydrants froze over.
So we have to be a lot more careful. We may need to bring more additional manpower, but we have to fight all the different elements.
The Chicago River frozen over, the lakefront covered in sheets of ice, all signs of a bitter winter. According to the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office, there have been more than a half dozen hypothermia-related deaths so far this winter season. Frostbite and weather-related injuries also climbing.
The colder it is, the quicker frostbite can set in and damage exposed skin.
Some leaving their cars out on the roads for days, waiting for them to thaw out. The outline of this truck left behind in Lincoln Park shows some dug out just in time for another round. Hundreds of snowplows are out around the Chicago area trying to get ahead of the storm, but as you see, it just keeps on coming. We have several more inches that continue to fall with the visibility dropping by the minute. It's hard for those plows to just keep up with this weather. Also, Illinois State Police telling us tonight they've responded to dozens of crashes so far throughout the evening. They expect to respond to several more. We're asking people to drive slow, and if you don't have to go outside, stay inside. Reporting along the Kennedy, I'm Alexis McAdams, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Back to you.
Okay, Alexis, thank you. We're going to take you to the airports now. The Chicago's airports handling this snow fairly well tonight, although cancellations are rising. At O'Hare, at least 215 flights have been canceled, and delays are averaging about 18 minutes. At Midway, 147 flights have been canceled, and delays there, they're telling us less than 15 minutes.
On the roads, though, this nasty crash involving an Illinois state trooper shut down part of I-55 for hours this afternoon. This crash happened on the northbound side at Route 30 at the exit there near Joliet. Investigators believe the state trooper had pulled up behind a previous crash and actually was in his vehicle when another car slammed into him from behind. So both the trooper and the other driver received local hospitals with their injuries, and we're still trying to find out what role weather played in that particular accident. Our John Garcia now in the northern suburbs tonight, and yes, like everywhere, the snow's just piling up, John.
Yeah, it certainly is. As it continues to fall, it is falling on top of snow that has not melted because we've had these Arctic temperatures. So we have several snowstorms worth of accumulation to deal with, and that's causing problems for a lot of area buildings. And just one wall of the banquet hall is left standing when the roof came crashing down overnight. Some neighbors reported hearing what sounded like an explosion. Employees were inside just yesterday, but fortunately no one was inside when the roof fell last night. Firefighters have not determined exactly what caused it, but they believe the weight of the snow and ice may have been too much for the structure.
The issue with this snow this year is it hasn't melted. So we haven't had the ability to have it melt away and then accumulate more. It's just been piling on and on and on. We also have had a lot of accumulation of ice, and with the ice, it adds a tremendous amount of weight.
It is the second roof collapse in recent days in Elgin.
O make it different original
Also
day.
with a bowed roof.
Yeah.
Ultimately caused by
I got a dozen happy people.
morning. And in Wilmette, they got about 2.5 inches in just 1 hour earlier.
I personally love the snow, so I think it's good, but there's a point where it's a little much, which is right now, so.
We've reached that point.
We have like a snowstorm like every 2 days, 3 days, it's like almost every day, and it's just like annoying.
Yeah, it does seem like almost every day, and it is not going away. Of course, you've heard Larry say that we've got a lot more coming tonight. Good possibility of a snow day for school tomorrow, but of course, with remote learning, kids will still be in front of their computers. Live in Wilmette, John Garcia, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, John, thank you. And make sure you wake up with our morning team tomorrow. They will be on a half hour earlier at 4 a.m. to bring you the latest conditions. And once again, CPS has canceled all in-person learning for tomorrow. You can also see other closings running at the bottom of your screen.
Now, Ty, we are seeing some promising trends in Illinois' COVID-19 vaccination effort. Nearly 40,000 doses were administered yesterday, and that's double the amount of doses handed out a week ago Sunday. So in all, more than 3.3% of Illinoisans are fully vaccinated. And starting this week, local health departments and